Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, mwah, let me be the first. The sun is kissing my face and loving me right now. We got fresh air, sunshine. Spring is upon us. Woo! I feel alive and happy and well, and I'm wishing you this great, happy, sunny day too. Because why? Love makes the world go round and round and round and round, and love is the greatest medicine of them all. Hey, I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. I woke up and I saw that beautiful blue sky. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And I just couldn't wait to share it with you today because it's all about your attitude. It's all about the things that you're feeling inside. But before I forget our message for today, because we're going to talk about how to predict the future relationships in your life. Yeah, I get excited about that. But first, what you got to do for me, because we do this 365 days out of the year, 24/7. I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want to hit that subscription button and get that notification ding, 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 bell so you can get the latest and greatest information coming to you on the daily. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So, how to predict your future relationships. Nope. And I'm here to tell you, guess what? You're not going to be able to find it in the cards. Well, you can find it, how to predict your future relationships using tarot cards. Yeah, people have done it and things of that nature, and they do have some legitimacy to it. But remember, if you watched our video yesterday, how to predict your future, you learned is that you create it, ladies and gentlemen. You create your future. So, if we are in the business of creating our future, then we are also in the business of creating all the relationships that we are experiencing. Remember, you're going to put that godly nature out there to basically produce and create your God or your goddess, okay? So I'm really excited because guess what? I practice what I preach. So I'm going to tell you some of the tools that you need to put in place in order to be able to predict. Remember, for example, okay, let's talk about, I'm going to go back to Khloe Kardashian because I really want you guys to get it. Don't forget to watch those videos on Khloe Kardashian's karma. Check that video out. But one of the key things is that I can remember when I saw the beginning of her relationship as it was developing with Tristan Thompson, as they went out on dates and things of that nature. They became a new item. The only problem is at the time, Khloe was in the position of the side chick because he had already had an Instagram diva that he was about to have a baby by. So you knew instantaneously, just by looking at that, you know, Khloe, boo, wake up, diva. You know, starting a relationship with such bad karma involved with it, getting involved with a man already with another woman, my God, you are already, I predict, I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist or have a crystal ball in the air or have crystals on the top of your head to see that that relationship was doomed before it even began. You know, no crystals, no tarot card readings, no voodoo spells and things of that nature are going to change that, especially with this negative karma that you are developing for yourself. Okay, so we really got to tap into that. I really want people to really make it simple. Don't make it complicated. You know, don't try to change the stars and the moons and the planets and all that kind of stuff. Don't do feng shui in the household. Don't do the voodoo with the dials and all that kind of stuff. Let me tell you right now about the power of psychic ability, about the power of the universe, is that it's not complicated and it is real simple. Don't mess with God. Don't mess with you can't. Make a long story short, you cannot do that because you're just going to promote bad karma. When you do develop your psychic ability, when you do develop that spiritual power, that omnipotent, powerful force, you can only use it for good. Because if you use it for any type of negativity, it's going to come back and hit you. And it is going to hit you tenfold, ladies and gentlemen. So I really want you truly to marinate in that. And I really want you to get that. Okay? So this is what you need to do. You need to do the prayers and the meditating and the chanting and the visualizing. And first, you want to, more importantly, learn to love yourself. You got to have that beautiful relationship with yourself. I was talking to a young gentleman the other day, a young man the other day, and he was talking about this little supposed love triangle that he was getting himself into. And I distinctly told him, son, one of the things that you have to do is first and foremost, you got to do the work. You got to start marinating and learning how to love yourself before you even contemplate on loving someone else. He's young, so he's got some time, but he's got definitely some work to do. And by loving yourself, you make sure that all your ducks are truly lined up, meaning that you are healthy. I mean, the type of mate that you want to meet in your life, the type of relationship that you want to have, and that you want to create. Remember, we create all of our relationships. Okay, we create every single one of our relationships. And so we know in order for it to start on a positive foot, what do we have to do? We have to do the work of connecting with the higher source of omnipotent force of love. Love has about a 600 to 650 type of hertz level as far as frequency is concerned. So we got to bring our vibrational frequency up to that level. And at that level, there is no jealousy, there's no hate, there's no envy, there's no competition, okay? You know, there's no lying, there's no cheating, and there's no stealing. None of that can exist in that type of environment. So if any of those things are involved with the relationship that you are acquiring or that you are in, like I said, it is doomed to fail before beginning. I just now thought about a situation where, in my case, I can remember my business partner at the time. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you want to have a BFF type of relationship, a best friend forever type of relationship, you really want to emulate what Gail and Oprah has. I mean, that was my goal, and I really thought at the time that I had that type of relationship with my business partner. I mean, we literally talked every single day. We were on the same accord as far as our business. We were business partners as well as partners. I was her naturopathic doctor in healing, and we got into business and then just personal friends and things of that nature. And what happened was, but make a long story short, she had actually married someone. I mean, if that's your friend, without my knowledge, completely clueless. I mean, how is it? I had to find out from my mortgage broker that she had married someone. And, you know, tried to walk away with $2.5 million worth of real estate with that husband. And she had told me about the husband before at that time. This is a good example. I really want to share this with you because I really, you know, sometimes we learn our best lessons from our best mistakes, our tragedies. We really get it when it really hits home. So I want you to learn from this. I mean, how you start your relationship is going to be indicative of what is to come in the end. And I knew that relationship was going to fail for the following reasons. Number one, they started that relationship by trying to basically steal away real estate property from me, her business partner. And even before then, when she was sharing with me about this gentleman, she mentioned that he was a Scorpio. Now, she previously had relationships with Scorpios, and they were toxic, and they didn't work out. And usually, you know, universe will tell you, you know, 1, 2, 3, 3 strikes are out, and I'd already pre-warned her. I said, listen, your karma can't relate with Scorpios. They are not the best gentlemen to have relationships with. So immediately when she told me that he was a Scorpio, I was like, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. And I let her know that. And then she told me that he was from New York City. Okay. Then she told me he was online. Okay. I'm like, and I said to her, Tamara, please tell me. Oh, I didn't mean to mention her name, but I told her, please tell me that you didn't tell me about your personal finances and things of that nature. And unfortunately, and I pre-warned her before then, I told her all the things what not to do. I mean, in 3 strikes, you're out. All the things of the type of relationship I told her not to acquire was with this type of individual. And I can remember the last conversation because I had already trained her. I had already schooled her. She was doing the chanting, the breathing, the prayers, the meditation, all those things. Well, maybe she wasn't. Okay? So in a nutshell, make a long story short, she got frustrated with me and she didn't want to discuss the issue any further, and I don't argue. And I told her, fine. I schooled her. I told you everything you needed to know in regards to that relationship. The final analysis was up to you. And we had not spoken about that relationship for over approximately, I'm going to say, for approximately about 4 months or so. And lo and behold, one day I woke up and I got a phone call. Well, the universe had woke me up. They'll tell you how God works. This is a true story. I'm not lying to you. Middle of the night, like the Exorcist, I woke up, rose up in my bed, and I told my husband at the time, she's walking away with our real estate. And he was like, oh, she's not doing that. Go back to sleep. Ladies, listen to your female intuition. It will tell you the truth all the time. I immediately went downstairs and contacted him. I knew it was too late to contact him, but I still left a message on his machine. He called me back the next day, and he was like, Elon, what's going on? Tamara's married, and she wants me to do mortgages for her and her new husband. As quote-unquote devastating as that may have appeared to be, I didn't get emotional about it. Because when you understand the spiritual work, you get personal without taking it personal. But she did not betray me. She betrayed herself. She betrayed our friendship. And more importantly, she betrayed the goddess within inside of her. So, make a long story short, I took some necessary actions. The universe had prepared me for that situation. And even though I gave her real estate, I knew instantaneously what had transpired, what had happened. And later on down the road, because of her misdeed, not only did she end up getting a divorce from that man, and I knew this intuitively, he was already married to another woman. In addition to that, all of her hard work, all of her properties that she purchased after our breakup, they all went into foreclosure. She ended her marriage. Her properties went into foreclosure. And to be quite frankly, she lost her soul looking for her soulmate. So I said all that to say I knew that the relationship was over because she had gone into it in a very negative, toxic, unhealthy fashion, because jealousy, hate, envy, lying, cheating, stealing, my goodness, was a formulation of that union. So it was doomed to fail before it had even begun. I share that story with you because I really want people to really analyze that when you begin a relationship with someone, make sure it is a clean slate on her part or his part or her part or his part. Make sure that you're coming into that relationship with all the tenets of what love and godly and soulmate relationships are all about. Let's repeat them and let's live it and let's learn them. It is what? Truth, justice, righteousness, order, balance, reciprocity must be a part of that relationship. It must be compassionate, loving, peaceful, joyful, happy. It must make you feel good inside. Like Christmas morning when you wake up and you open up that package and you gift, you're so excited you can't even sleep. Yeah, you can have that emotion all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, when you're in that vibrational frequency of true love. So there's grace and there's mercy and there's forgiveness and there's acceptance. It's all those beautiful, phenomenal, gorgeous, happy feelings that we all, the leaves are loving me. My friends, my wonderful leaf friends are waving at me. It has to have all those beautiful things in order for it to be successful. And remember how to predict the future of your relationships is to create the type of relationship that you want to have. You create your future, you create your predictions. So with that in mind, make sure that it's starting out in that type of fashion. Make sure you're coming with the trust, with the respect, with the honesty, with the truth, with the loving nature. Make sure that first and foremost that you speak to him, and make sure that they're loving themselves first. Make sure that God is at the center of their lives. And if God is at the center of their lives, and they know all the beautiful love principles, and that's at the forefront of their beginning relationships, then it's going to be absolutely healthy and successful. The other thing that you want to make sure is you want to tap into their past relationships. How did they treat their previous mom, dad, business partners and things of that nature? Dive deep and see what type of relationships they have with other people in their life, okay? All relationships don't start out perfect, but they start out on purpose. Make sure that person has a purpose. Make sure they're doing something bigger and better than themselves, and that you have a commonality to want to help them achieve whatever goal that it is that they're experiencing. So I'll mention the future of the relationship of Divine Franklin and his wife, Megan Good. One of the key things, I hone on into that. That's why they're 7 years and strong into relationship, because they predicted the future of their relationship from the very, very beginning by preparing for it. One of the things, I want you to get this wonderful saying and quote that's in my book, Dynamic Diva Dollars for Women Who Aren't Afraid to Become Millionaires. One of the things that I shared with people was this: it's better to be prepared for a miracle and have one than have a miracle and not be prepared. So what did they do? They prepared for a successful marriage by getting pre-engagement counseling, okay, to make sure that, they didn't have the rose-colored glasses on, they didn't do this thing all by themselves. They had counseling from the ancestors, the angels, from God, as well as counseling from, pastors and things of that nature. Then, not only did they have pre-engagement counseling, then they had premarital counseling. Then they fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. I mean, they did everything possible. They studied it, they breathed it, and they both had different passions in their life. The whole purpose, Megan's purpose was to go out and be a phenomenal actress and represent African American women world in the larger society and entertainment, so that we would we would be looked at in a positive light. And Divine Franklin's, message was to men and women how to realize that they can have successful relationships, in life, and that if they put God at the center of their life, that he was in the business of creating inspirational movies and theater and art and TV shows and books and tapes and videos to empower people to be the best that they can possibly be. So as you can see, they had a wonderful appreciation for each other's passions, and they supported each other's passions, and more importantly, they were doing something for the good of mankind in general. God put us on this earth not for our own self-aggrandizement, okay, but to be givers and to give out whatever we've learned, whatever that we've acquired and things of that nature that we know that's going to be better for the world, that we're supposed to immediately give it back out. And so as we bless other people, we continue to be blessed too. That's what it's all about. So that's what you want to do. Make sure that you align with somebody that has a purpose in life. That they're not just living for themselves and figuring out what they're going to wear next week and what movie they're going to go see, or what, outfit that they're going to wear, or who's talking about them on Instagram. If you find someone that's very shallow and doesn't have a purpose in life, you want to be very wary of that type of person, because if they don't have plans for a better world, for the world, then how can they have better plans for a better world for themselves, or even for you, if you're playing a role in it, okay? So that's what I want you to fully realize. Yeah, sure, tap into the pendulums, tap into tarot cards to really understand and really get to know, because all you're doing when you're tapping into tarot and feng shui and numerology and all those type of things, you're trying to get to really fully understand the intricacies of your personalities and things of that nature. And sometimes you can do the best matches in the whole wide world. Aquariuses go better with Geminis, and Aquariuses go good with other air signs like, what's the other air sign? Libras, and the like. Well, I was an Aquarius who was married to a Libra, but keep in mind, our relation, even though we were quote unquote compatible, You know, we had different life experiences and things of that nature that were different, and we just had a different mission and morals and values and ethics of what life was all about. We were not in alignment with that. Also, we were not financially yoked. You want to keep that in mind, because what? 50% of marriages end in divorce because of what? Monet. If the money is funny, there is no honey. So you really want to make sure that all those things are lined up. So in any relationship, you want to use a combination of your heart and your head. Or you want to use a combination of your intuition and your intelligence. Okay, like I said, common sense things that are going on when you see somebody's in an unhealthy relationship with somebody else and is willing to leave her for you while she's having, oh my God, his baby. My goodness, why would you even want to be in that type of relationship? Remember, you are your sister's keeper. I am you, you are me. So if I see a man doing that to my sister, he is doing that to me. There's no separation, ladies and gentlemen. Hen. So if that's unhealthy for them, he can't go from bad into good. Okay? All right? He's going from bad into better, if not worse. And that's why if you look at it, my goodness, that young lady may have been disappointed that she was left with Khloe Kardashian. But my goodness, Khloe Kardashian broke the relationship because he was having a relationship with her sister's best friend. I mean, it is clear. It was clear he wanted out of that relationship. That is very, very clear. He knew it was too close for comfort for Khloe to not find out about it. So that was his out. Some men do that in order to get out when they're not brave or bold enough, have the courage enough to just quite frankly say, I'm not for you, you're not for me. I'm not in love with you, you're not in love with me. It's all about image. I want out. But like I said, that's what you've got to realize, ladies and gentlemen. In order to best predict your relationship, you got to prepare for it. And that's what has happened with, you know, the good. I told you the good part of entering into a bad relationship. Look for all the signs. The universe is always talking to you. The universe loves you and adores you and wants the best for you. And will show with all those signs. Don't ignore them. I'll be the first to tell you, there were so many red flags in my past marriage and I ignored them. Okay? Now I got it quickly and with a quickness. And now I know if the universe says no, it's no and not maybe so. But do your due diligence. Hey, do me a favor. I hope you appreciate this wonderful message on how to predict your future relationship, because now all my relationships are absolutely fantastic. It's so easy and it's so much more enjoyable when you do the spiritual work to manifest your soulmate or the better relationship with your mom and dad and sister friend and cousins and new girlfriends that's coming into your life, etc. It's just absolutely amazing, and you'll know by doing all the spiritual work. Oh, I love my tree friends. Hey, listen, everybody, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. I see you tomorrow with a phenomenal message, and let's do our prayer and meditation, minute meditation for today. Dear Heavenly Spirit, thank you for the inspiration and education in regards to how to predict my future relationships. Now that I have the secret within inside of me to come with the omnipotent force of God's impression of love, peace, happiness, joy, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, and respect. Trust, truth, justice. As long as we come with all of those things, I thank you so much for bringing to me my divine soulmate, because I push my vibration frequency up to the highest, greatest good of love, so I can draw to me an expression and reflection of myself. Love makes the world go round and round and round, and love is the greatest medicine of all. Peace. I love you. Bye-bye.